take the pace of speed that Swanteke sir has taken in the morning session, but I may fail. And I get inspiration from Srikanth Ganviji, who is there and he is actually firing some energy into me with his gun. But thing is that Deccan College bole to mere ko why I was not a student of Deccan College, that is the only one desire that has not come true. I think in my next life I may avail that opportunity. Yes, at the same time, I am once again thankful to Maharashtra Mahavidyalaya Nilanga for giving me a very rare opportunity. I have been invited by many institutes at Hyderabad and in both the states, but that is a routine thing. But here, amongst the stalwarts of all the subjects that embedded into the topic of the national seminar, you all are here, but it doesn't mean that I know much, I know a little. That little say, our thoda information and मैं हिंदी में भाषण करना शुरू करे तो my fear is that people भाग जाते बोल के भागों में बैठने के लिए I don't really know Hindi, but coming over to Hyderabad, just listening to others, I picked up a few Hindi words, that is Urdu words only. Urdu, we call it as Hindi in Telangana, Andhra. Then, yes, next word. But basically what happens is, this is a very vast topic. In any scholar, even, yes, you can elaborate, help me. Then any scholar, it will be very difficult. Yes, sir, sir, with your blessings, I will
Sure, please.
A small dance. Yes. Now I would like to begin. What happens is that very first one is there are many items, but since the topic is the trends, I am not going to touch the beginnings and again the middle phase and again the last phase. But on the current, but only for the benefit of the students. What happens is I again wanted to give a glimpse of it. Yesterday, are you noticing the top one? That is rock art. Yesterday, day before we discovered, it is actually 1200 feet length. Only one rock shelter, 1200 feet length, next to Chaturbhujanala. On which Robert Bednarik and our Giriraj Kumar has already done. So this is a great rare chance find for us. Just 2 days back on 31st we discovered. Yesterday we convened a press meet here and it was there in the news item. Why I am telling is that even at the age of 70, it gives us maximum energy to go, to visit, to trek, walk on the hill, amidst the forest, because we will get a treasure. That treasure is none other than at least a microlith, a paleolithic, or a neolithic, or black and red ware potsherd, or wonderful treasure like prehistoric rock painting. 1200 feet, it is mind-boggling as far as both the Telugu states are concerned, or the entire South India is concerned. We couldn't come across such a lengthy rock shelter. Everywhere, thousands of rock art images. That imagery is mind-boggling. But we need at least a month to study it. And we would like to extend an invitation to Deccan College, Pune, taking their own time. We again want to revisit that particular site. Here, all these things I really don't want to give up. You all know that right from there are many discoveries and rediscoveries, again reporting, publishing, interpreting. Whole lot of changes have occurred since the very first discovery of rock art site in India by Carnile and followed by Vakanka, Brooks, Sosamatpa, what not. Many people are there. After that, the second phase began with what we call analytical interpretation. That is very important. Just me, yes, we noticed it. That is just news item. And on the news item, many people will go, just examine, have their own consumption of the beautitude of the rock art, the colors, the compositions, the themes, Varieties of things are there. They will go, they will pick up their own item. As we pick up vegetables from the vegetable market, as we enter the vegetable market, it doesn't mean that we purchasing all the vegetables that are on sale. No. Similarly, archaeologists are what we call speleologists. That is a new term. Speleology is a term that was coined to enter into the subterranean passages or cave structures and study. So these people have done whole lot of things up to that point of time, and we will examine what are the current trends in rock art site. Next one. Is that, yes, take for example, the topic covers South India. Yes, you have got many things in South India. It began with what we call Captain Newbold. Captain Newbold's articles way back, I think 150 years, followed by Fawcett and R.P. Robert Bruce today. He is known as what you call father of Indian prehistory. Father of Indian archaeology is different to the great guru of Deccan College. Then we also have all those things, followed by F.R. Alchinji, Hirakankal, etc. Then Maski, many things that Rajan Kalur, those F.R. Alchinji has did, both his wife and himself, F.R. Alchin and B.R. Alchin. And Dr. A. Sundara, close friend of our Jamgaekarji, Dr. A. Sundara, when he was in ASA in the beginning, after that the Director of Archaeology in Karnataka, has taken an extensive study on identifying or revisiting the identified site, and he did a great job in Bagalkot and what we call Badami districts. All of things was done. But in recent times, I think Ganvir Sahib knows, and Sontekeji also know that Mr. R. Mohana is also a product of Deccan College. In Deccan College, all the stars in the sky are from Deccan College only. Give them a big clap.
No, there is another star.
Then, that Mohana did a considerable work. He also has identified, brought to light 210 rock art spots in around Badami. 210. Literally, I myself, so far since 1990s, 83, 22 new sites I have also discovered. It is not me. When compared to 210, when compared to hundreds of things at Bhimbedkavai, Matpal and Vakankarji, where am I? Similarly, but for the youngsters, yes, why can't you think that, why can't I also stand a chance? Let me just walk, take the same path, and I should also report or visit or revisit or interpret, reinterpret with the current trends that are available. If you just browse the net, you have 101 articles, but it doesn't mean that you have just take and paste here. No, you understand. It enables you, like how we take training. Trainees, you should become trainers, trainees in the first line. Then again, revisit the same place. Then you will have another idea. Then only you should start writing. Then to strengthen your argument, you have again give some footnotes or again strengthen the other arguments if you want to refute or if you want to agree or if you want to differ. That is what we call depends upon your interpretative skill that is needed, my dear student. You have got great teachers with you. Next, what happens is now, go back. Then in AP and Telangana, there are many people right from 1940s rock art sites are reported. Earlier we do not have that particular item, rock art, no. But what happens is geological survey. Most of the finds are chance finds. For example, I will tell you, Pars Nomadicus of end Pleistocene was reported by geologists from the bed of Krishna. That was way back in 1981 by one Yadagiri and another gentleman. So then we rushed to the spot. Oh, geologists have given us clues. Even rock art, Asokan rock art sites at where Yaragudi in Andhra Pradesh were discovered by a Ghosh of a Bengal great gentleman. In 1928, he was examining the mineral properties of that particular region to map them properly, the Mineral India map. And for him, when he was just trekking up one hill the above, he has to keep his hand on a boulder, take the support of that boulder and move forward again, top. He wanted to read, refer, everything. From there he wanted to have a wonderful what we call viewpoint. For that he wanted to trek up. At the point of time, he kept on his hand on one boulder. That boulder was something what we call very something. It is not as usual. He found some engraving. Oh, that was he for the first time reported to DC Sarkar. Then whole team has come. Ashokan edicts, all the Ashokan edicts except the 14 minor rock edicts, major rock edicts at one place, credit goes to GSI. Similarly, what happens was in Sanganonpalli and Kamsanpalli, they were reported by GSI people. After that only, our Ghulam Yazdani, the then director of Department of Archaeology, Nizam Sudamian, visited it. Then he further proceeded. Rajan Kalur mein again Rakat site was there very close to Maski. What happened? That becomes news item by 1940s in Telangana and Andhra. Then they started visiting various areas with that particular CIDIs. CID बोले तो we will go simply ऐसा नहीं ना CID प्राइम मिनिस्टर का बाजू एक आदमी पीछे रहता काला आईना पहन के उन्होंने क्या था किधर दिखता नहीं मालूम होता ऐसा होता ये आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट का भी CID लुक बन जाना. He will also look when he is in 10th class or intermediate. He will also have a CID eye on a particular girl whom he likes very much. Then routine thing hai. Then after that, every past Dr. V.D. Krishna Sastri ji, as early 83 he discovered many sites. I was assisting sir. I learned from him. He is also close friend of Jamkhetkar ji. Then Chandramouli, Dr. N. Chandramouli, you know, his dissertation is on Rakat sites of Andhra Pradesh combined, wherein he has brought out more than 70 sites. He identified a few and reinterpreted, put across at one place that becomes a book useful for the next generation or the scholars who are working on it. Then, अब बाद में क्या हुआ? वो आंध्रा में that his dissertation was out in 1998. 1998 से बाद में many students, many faculty members wanted to write something or other on Rakat of their own region. ऐसा प्रारंभ हो गया. बाद में it expanded the horizon of research on Rakat in Andhra and Telangana. Many lists are there, people are working on it. In Tamil Nadu, yes, I also know that Narasimha ji, Payambali बोल के एक है. Then two or three South India, in particularly Tamil Nadu, after Rajan sir has also reported a few sites, but Tamil Nadu has minimum sites when compared to Karnataka or neighboring Andhra and Telangana. Now we have more than 250 sites in Telangana, 250, mind-boggling. But there is no actually a project like how those people, Robert Bednarik and Giriraj Kumar, have taken a project, a similar project we want, we are looking forward for that one. Next is researches. These are the things that my salutes to the following pioneers in the field. Next. Yes, he is Bednarik, Robert Bednarik, though he was in Australia and founder of Aura, that is Australian Rakat Association. Then it gave a fillip to Indian researchers, and it was the beginning for establishing RASI, Rakat Society of India, by Giriraj Kumarji and other some of his colleagues, wherein they used to organize annual conferences in which it facilitated the youngsters to learn and for the seniors to present their views and get some references or whatnot. Not one, I can refer many names, but it is not the venue. Then after that, what happened? Yes, he has given us new inputs. He said that no, what it is like this. Yes, we have got wonderful, beautiful, mellifluous tunes in Carnatic Sangeet. But Carnatic Sangeet or Indian Sangeet, unless until 12th century AD, we have the only one genre. After that, the Hindustani. That new things have come from foreign. We embraced them, we imbibed them. Then we have distinguished that the way in which it separated the Carnatic and it separated Hindustani. And after that, what happened? Those two, like Godavari and Krishna, they were traversing in their own way. But new things have also come, like that other genres in music have also come. Same trends that Robert Bednarik, what he used. And the speciality or emphasis of his research is that, my dear youngsters, please note it, that he Like our H.D. Sankaryaji, who wanted to remove the flakes, to prepare a Paleolithic, to prepare a Neolithic by grinding like 100 time, he did it. He succeeded. Then only he started writing. Similarly, this man also, petroglyph. What is petroglyph? You all know that taking just a rubber-like thing and hitting on continuously, many a time, then only we get a small depression on the surface of the rock. That we call it as what we call many things are there, but the major thing is that petroglyph. Then after that, another study has come. Petroglyphs, he has succeeded. He said that it takes these many hits and the vibrations that will come. Even through petroglyphs, some figures were also arrived by the prehistoric man. After that, what happened in his Paleolithic technologies, he himself, though no such attempt has been done in Indian context, he has made a bamboo raft which was made by the aboriginals long ago, millennium of years, and he was successful. He not only successful in making it, he traveled on that with his colleagues. Colleagues were, they said, no, that is dangerous. They traveled from one country to another on the water with the same raft, using the same Paleolithic techniques. That is important. Now, that what we call is practical archaeology. That he succeeded. And pigments, it is not fig nuts. Rock art pigments also he has prepared with using natural nodules from collecting from the earth, aware from the underneath of what we call the rock shelters, and his extensive work in sedimentology, geochemistry, archaeometry. But an amount of these are the new things that he has given for us. We have to acknowledge with sincerity. Then Giriraj Kumar and others have now following the same technique. This is the current technique that our people are using, but not to the full extent. We have to get up our machinery, both on academic side and as well as by Department of Archaeology and Museums throughout India and the ASI. Thanks to ASI, very recently, I think last month, they have opened up a new circle called exclusively branch on studying rock art at Nagpur with one gentleman, I forgot, it begins, his name is M, I forgot. Next. Yes, he who Robert Bednarik has visited for the past 30 years many a times, Central India, South India, whatnot. Then he has reoriented the Indian speleologists or rock art researchers. That is the great thing. And these are some of the new things that the people are looking at. One is satellite imagery we are taking. That is not taken from him, but we already kept in the GIS mapping, drone recording, rock art studies, etc. Then last, what I said was S.B. Vota and R. Mohana are now using the new studies called visual perception and cognition. These two are very important. What happens is, it is meeting a man. Like an ant meets another ant, and immediately disperse and go so fast. It doesn't mean that they do not have communicated. They have communicated, exchanged news and going on. They don't want to stay at least minutes, seconds. Similarly, what happens is, these perceptions and cognition, these particular two terms brought sea change on what we call writing, interpreting rock art in India. Next. Yes. S.B. Vota जी, न्यू स्टडीज DNA वो नया आएगा ना, वो क्या हुआ, हैदराबाद में एक CCMB बोल के एक है, Center for Cellular Molecular Biology, wherein if we say that I belong to Pleistocene and Pleistocene, they don't accept. They want to test it beyond that what we call carbon dating and thermoluminescence. They have their own study, what we call is that DNA study. Recently, we have been that Indus Valley sites. After that is that many sites. They gave us a new direction to give our for a chronology of human species. Then after that, a new current trend is that Konkan petroglyphs and again geoglyphs. This is a very mind-boggling thing again. not 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, kilometers together. It is actually, it became now like Konkan Railways. It also became Konkan Petroglyph Studies exclusively, thanks to Tejas Garbiji, who is actually doing on all those things. Yes, for your kind information, very recently, 4 months back, I have also noticed, not discovered. Who am I to discover? It is there since the early man has attempted. That is actually a circle, perfect circle, with actually 1 foot 30 centimeter ring all around. In between there are 2 intos and 1 plus like signal. Both the sides we have got a track right from the top to the bottom. And we checked with many archaeologists. Then they said it belongs to that what you call petro geoglyph. And GSI people have gone and are studying now. So this is again a new trend that I am telling. Yes, what we should know, what we have to take up is, we have extend the same methodology in our areas, what the pioneers have done already. That becomes a trend in our areas. That it is not simply copying, we are following. Then the horizon of research in that particular field will be widened. Next. Interdisciplinary approaches, no need to tell. If I say that this is this thing, paleontology, paleobotany, again Deccan College में varieties of departments are there. That interdisciplinary के लिए, if you want to know the meaning of interdisciplinary, please tread over on the campus of Deccan College, Pune. Not more than that. I don't want to venture furthermore to speak on that. Next. Yes, this is what you call the record studies trends में, just for students, not to enlighten people like Gandhiji, etc. This thing, no, they are already into the field. They have touched some milestones, but only for the students. My intention, at least my visit over here should be helpful, at least for 10 students to take these new things as take-home point, and they will start visiting new sites and interpreting, know the names of those colors, browse information, collect data, methodologies, techniques, and start writing small articles. There are many journals waiting for your articles. Please. Next. Yes, these are the things. Recording means simply going and just taking notes is not, that is gone. That is 150 years old. Now, what is that? There are many operators that are available with us. With those things we are going there. So you should have to prepare, like snorkeling. Modi ji recently has gone and dived himself into it without training. It is not possible. And he is Prime Minister, most valued person of Indian government. Then he was given a training for a few movements that, sir, hold all the equipment, diving, aisa karna, not you have to jump like in a swimming pool. There is a technique in it. Like that, what we need is youngsters के लिए थोड़ा training classes होने वाले हैं. Then this is what we call a microscopic, like that. There is a recording method in which we have to do. Next, you should also have that scale with you. Otherwise, it goes to waste and people automatically self-explanatory. Next one. Yes, these are some of the operators. No need to tell. Please move. Next one. Site and pictures. Next. All those things, how a site, this is thanks to our Mohana, and he has given a few slides. I have lent them. These are not one, because such studies we are not even taken up. So you can take one site में one rock shelter के लिए, where those pictures are there, how it exactly looks from the side, and we call it a serpent hood shape. It protects from sun and rain. It is very comfortable, congenial. It is a natural AC. No need, no botheration of your power failures. Let the power fail you continuously. Don't bother by the prehistoric man. And this is what we call a pro forma statement, in which you have to note all these things. This is very important. I will leave the presentation here. Interested students can take it. Next one. Yes, these are the things now. Yes, this is the thing. And the sketching. It is very important. Unless until you sketch, what happens is, simply observing, you may forget. But if you sketch it, what happens? The relationship between the man and animal and the ecology and environment, you will catch yourself with your naked eye, and the interaction between your mind and hand. That is interaction between mind and hand. That is needed, my dear youngsters. You have to go do even eye copying or sketching. This is another matter. Currently, every rock art researcher is doing the same. If his drawing is fine or not, he can take assistance from the skilled draftsman. That is the next course, next one. Yes, that is ऊपर में थोड़ा दे दिया वो कैसा करेंगे बोल के next. This is one आरे गुड्डा बोल के. Then he says there is a map. It is yet to be confirmed by many cartographists. Then he says there is an ancient map locating all the rock art sites and locations of the prehistoric habitations millennium, that is at least 8,500 years BC. The first map of India, but not representing India, but a map recovered from India. Next one. Yes, this is actually, those are the things, rock art sites ke liye markings are there on the ground. People can take, it is like a navigator map. Is it not a wonder? It is a wonder. Give a big hand to Mr. R. Mohana, who has taken that next reading. Next. So this is the current trend again. Yes, you can also give the link to it at what point of time, at what location, which type of paintings are there. Again, this is a current trend. Next. These are cognitive developments and neurological analysis are modern ones. I think it is now actually taking ground, not yet taking just ground. So from here we should march forward. These are the things. Next, this is how recording will be done. Just very closely. You should have sleepless nights there. We have sleepless nights in our graduate classes. That is a different context. But here, our sleepless night is basically observing, recapturing, imagining, and again tallying. Finally, we should come to a conclusion that yes, we have captured accurately. Then only you will leave the site. It may take weeks, months, like that. Next. Yes, here, can you notice 1, 2, 3, 4 varieties of things are there, different layers of your analytical approach, varieties of layers, not one. Superimposition we call it, like that. So you should take 1, 2, 3, 4. Next. These are the similar ones. Next one. Highlighting each and everything, how they are there, what is the relationship, measurements, precision. What an amount of precision. Even if it is what to call an outline drawing of a deer or a hare, what an amount of precision. Or a bull, whether it is humped or no humped. So you can take varieties of things are there. For the first time there, yes, this is actually, they are dancing. Let them dance. I don't want to disturb them. Next. Here also, you see, that is the one thing. But for where we are not able to just communicate to others. To communicate to others, we have to do the same line drawings on the same photo. After that, we have again to go for precision. After that, the final version. Thank you. Next. Yes, next. No need. Continue, please. Yes, these are some of the things. Maps के लिए भी बहुत बड़ा बात है वो. और again our Sri Dalai है ना, what is his name? Hemant Dalai is now he is giving training for some people, taking assistance from Gandhiji and Sondeke sir. And this is how you have to make a map, not simply taking one map which is available in stationery shop and spotting the sites. No. Now a lot of change has occurred. Bridal decoration. Earlier only one blouse and saree is enough. It doesn't come under bridal decoration. That is what we call bride and bridegroom. They will come sit and Pandit will come, gets the ritual, marriage is over. Now it is not like that. It begins 1 month, 1 year in advance. Bridal decoration ke liye 1 year in advance. Similarly, we have to make all these preparations and go to site, then come back post site visits. We have to understand by involving ourselves. Next. Yes. Now, that particular topic is over. We are moving into what we call temple architecture. Temple architecture बोले तो आपको मेरे को you have to what we call Yes, I want to inform you that I am a trained sculptor for 4 years in traditional sculpture Narrative Institute, wherein every day we are taught both the Agama and Silpa Shastras, Vastu Shastras, what not, everything, the difference and what we call variations compared to study from Naimata, Mansara, Vishwakarmiya, Vastu Shastra, Rupamandana, Aparajita, Prucha, Samarangana, Sutradhara, not one, Manasollasa. You know, when we want to take the class in the evening, cheer बोलते ना वो cheer बोले तो वो last बोलते बंगाल में when they want to consume beer they will hit their pecs with each other glass उल्लास बोलते ना वो मानसोल्लास what a wonderful book that Someshwara of the Charukya has given us wonderful feast. It covers everything. It is an encyclopedic knowledge put into a small one book to published by MS University Baroda long ago. Then you can have it by video. You see, that temple architecture, yes, we visited. You have got the pioneering studies in volume number 9 of Ancient India by ASI, that is a different issue. After that, ASI has divided India into two and assigned the job of documenting and writing a book on temples of North India by Krishnadeva, temples of South India by K.R. Srinivasan. They were successfully done, and apart from that, many other scholars have come. K.V. Soundarajan, cave temples of Deccan, and what we call the Kalinga temple architecture and Indian temple styles. Many books have come. I can go on telling all the bibliographical references. It doesn't mean that I have to take your valuable time. But there was a change. When was the change? The change began not now. It was as early as the beginning of 20th century. By whom? None other than a native judge by named Ram Raj, an essay on Indian architecture. What a wonderful book. Why can't he do his business in the court? He wanted on hard days and Sundays visiting temples, gopuras, he is observing, but he fell in love with those designs and what you call many number of iconographical aspects of gopura and temple. Then he met the local practicing sculptors, collected what you call this, he took notes. Then he started writing. That is the very first book with such a type of writing. The same was done by Ferguson and Burgess also. But what happened? Their interactions with the local artisans in Gujarat and in central India were very minimal. But in South India, it became a wonderful ground for the succeeding thing. After that one, he and Rajendra Lal Mitra have done their own job. And Orientalist writings, just to please their masters. They wanted actually to consolidate their rule. By that, what they wanted is to give us, oh, India is so great, you have temples, you have monuments, you have these things, you have those things, okay. But what happened? Beyond that we didn't go, but that thing, refuting that Orientalist writings, Ananda Kumara Swami has given inner meaning of these structures and sculptures, inner meanings. Another school has begun, Nekaranjan Ray. Another people have begun, Pramod Chandra. Yesterday we discussed about him. Pramod Chandra is such a great man. He brought out a wonderful book on how to study regional architectural, not on style and form. Style and form was there right from the beginning. F.H. Gravely has written a book called what we call the three Indian main styles, published by Chennai Museum long ago. Not that one. Do you want to confine only to three? No. Adi has come. Yes, let it be there. But I have a new window opening now. Within Nagara, you have got 8 varieties. What are they? Rekha Nagara, Kadamba Nagara are known already. It was started Deccan College by Deglukar sir and other many people have taught those things. But within Nagara also, they have given their versions. But with him, with the advent of Hardian studies, we call Adam Hardy studies, wonderful things that he has given. He has given a new glass. I have removed my glass and I have a clear sight. Buddha said, see things as they are. Now it is very easy for me to see things as they are with the methodology that what Adam Hardy has given. Next, M.A. Dhakiji, salute to these two people. Michael Mister and M.A. Dhaki, even though they have gone extensively to study cutting across the barriers of dynastic affiliation, Chalukyan, Chola, Chandela, Kalinga, not like Gujara, Meru, no. They have also embedded the terminology, but they have gone beyond that, touched upon, right from the bottom to the top, what you call the moldings. ये माउंटेन को क्या बोलते हैं, इसको खुला बोलते हैं, इसको उद्गमा बोलते हैं, इसको जंगा बोलते हैं. ऐसा they have gone beyond and gave all types of notes and referred the text in which those terminologies and jargon are found. Then they also met engaged. They engaged trained sculptors from institutes like Mahabalipuram and Tirupati. Then again, few people from Sopara family, few people from Mahapatras of Kalinga. Then they discussed among themselves. These are private discussions. After the private discussions, they started writing. That is Encyclopedia EETA, Encyclopedia of Temple Architecture. What is wonderful project that the American Institute of Indian Studies at Benares has launched, accomplished. It took nearly, I think, 25 years. Thanks to both of them. George Mitchell, another great man, he has come. He is a very silent worker. He has visited each and every inch of the Deccan. Recently, he brought out Deccan Heritage Foundation. He brought out a book called Deccan Temples, the Temples of Deccan. Wonderful book, very recently. But he has confined only to Chalukyan, Badami, then Badami, Kalyani Chalukyan, and Hoysala, a few Vijayanagar. That much only. Concentrate. And that is the encyclopedia. Next one. Again, Adam Hartika, I have shown you nothing, but you please have it. And another study has come, new study, Gerald Wallace and again J.L. Bonta. They went to further beyond. It is like this dissection of a frag. We can say dissection of frag means only aisa blood and cockroach means white blood. That much only. No. Other organism kaisa hai bolke I don't want to tend. Now I have to tend because people have gone beyond it and shown new paths for us. Next one. Relationship with all these things and Brandfoot, another new man, and has given varieties of things, not studying simple Tanjore temple, the majesty of grand temple of Tanjore, like what we call our R. Nagaswamiji has done. But on the other hand, Kailasanath Swami temple at Ellora, exclusively a particular Carmen Bexon has done. Not like that. Now what happens? Why are you losing across the other family members? That is a complex. Within complex you have an articulation. There are varieties of structures. What is the connection between the main shrine and the other shrines? What things, rituals and processions and again Vasumas are carried out and the connection, network of ritual connection with each and every structure of a temple complex. That began with these people very recently. Now everybody is following. Now it is like this now. It is neighbor's wife competition होता है. Neighbor's wife competition क्या है? वो she had changed her hairstyle yesterday. I have at least changed my hairstyle from today. That is neighbor's wife competition. It will be successful from husband. Next, Jeevnadharana. No, go back. Jeevnadharana. Very recently, I think Sir has attended at Delhi. All India Institute of Indian Studies has organized a seminar on the concept of Jeevnadharana. ऐसे सुनो कैसा मिल गया वैसे छोड़ना कैसा छोड़ते हैं एक आदमी को लेफ्ट he is found missing with his left hand. Oh no, he should be like that only. I am not criticizing ASI. It says as per John Marshall's conservation manual or the Cunningham's ideas, they say we are not supposed to mutilate further. So don't attempt any repair. If you are not trained, it will get damaged. I saw there is a rule. But if you have got, for example, Kedarnath temple at Holebedu, half of the temple is fallen, pieces, they made it to pieces, but it is reconstructed, restored to its style. Yes, if the second curtain is torn out, we have to get, at least if we don't get the same things nearer to it. That is the conservation principle. Here, that is Jeevnadharana. Many of the inscriptions say that, Krishnadevaraya has built this temple. After that, Sadasivaraya has renovated it because it demanded that repair. I am not wearing the same shirt that I wore in 2 years back. No. Similarly, Jeevnadharana is a demand from the nature, cause and effect. You please be prepared to address properly. Next one. Archaeological terms. Epigraphy branch has given us. Epigraphia Indica में volume 16 में one article gives Prasada. Yes, temple was built with the Garbhagriha, Ardhamandapa, Mahamandapa, Sabha Mandapa, then Vahana Sala, Karivaralaya, बोल के बोलता उसमें pure in terminology there. So epigraphical references for temple terminology is again a new trend. We have to infuse. Then what happens is your necklace, golden necklace, will have all the Navaratan. Earlier only one jade, after that only ruby, after that only something. No. Now you have got all. I saw interdisciplinary studies will enrich us in understanding first, then in interpreting, reinterpreting, and disseminating knowledge what is understood. Next. Yes, I want to tell you. I have also attempted. Yes, what happens is, looking at my neighbor's boy is dancing, keeping one radio, and the bathroom mein dance kar raha. I wanted to learn. How can I learn? He is bathroom closed door mein kar raha. Why? I can also learn from the people dancing open air. Similarly, I learned from others and attempted a book called Text and Tradition Temple Construction in Vijayanagar. It is published by what we call Bharati Kala Prakashan. I took Vaikhana Sagama, that is Marichi Vimana Senakalpa. Exactly it is Italian. Like that. Next. That is my book. This is architecture, it's grandeur. Oh, what a wonderful grandeur. बोले तो भोजपुर का टेम्पल from पीछे से लैंड पे बैठ के ऐसा देखे तो कैसा होता है? How did that Bhoja have conceived this thing? I think during his experience of constructing this temple, he wanted to write his experience and thrown on us what we call Samarangana Sutra thought, like that. Similarly, spiritual significance, why we are going to temples? Just not to pass the time, to learn, because it is center of cultural eminence. Then it is college of fine arts, it is a bank, varieties of things that did. 72 employees, 72 categories of employees are there. In one Ahobalam, 52 recipes are being submitted as prasadam. 52 recipes to Ahobala Narasimha Swami. In 1516 inscription at Ahobalam reveals and the list of prasadams that are submitted. Like that, we have to do all those things. Next one. This is again religious symbolism, artistic religions and cultural integration. Take one recent book, not recent, is no more. And thanks to that great scholar, with the collaboration of Indira Gandhi National Center for Arts, he has brought out a wonderful book on Tanjore Temple. What a wonderful book. So, I used to meet him when he was in site exactly. This not only gives farm architecture, that is farm architecture is 205 feet height, 13 meters, 13 stories high. Aisa nahi. He has gone inside. Next one. I am giving examples. Next. Artistic legacy. One more thing that has come. I think you all might be knowing that Loder's list, Prakrit inscriptions from up to 1400 AD. उसमें थोड़ा artisans का नाम सा है. Loder's list Prakrit inscriptions. बाद में B.N. Mishraji has written up the artist activity in ancient India. What a wonderful small book published by Simla Institute. After that, great man, yes, Setar has brought out what we call artists of ancient India from 300 BC to 1800 AD. Wonderful book he has brought out. After that, many people have given. I wrote a book called Siltins in Early and Medieval Andhra. Siltins, because I love and belong to the same Gotra. Next. Yes, no, one more thing. Another study has come. No, go back, sir. Only one. This is very important. Replica, creating replica of Asokan pillar. How can we give? No, we shall not tamper the beautitude. We shall not again merchandise the thing. No, as it is, similar, people will believe that whether it is true or that is true. Like that, they have attempted and successful. Next one, underwater archaeology. I am not at all telling because Alok Tripathi ji and Sheila Tripathi ji, they will hit on my head that how are you speaking without diving into the sea both there. So I am skipping over that particular point. Next one, these are the things Indian scholars on South Indian Iconography, sir, permit me to dwell on the subject for a few moments. It is, I think, my last part of the talk. Iconography is iconography, studying on icons. What icons? Stone icon, bronze icon, varieties of icons. All 3D icons are relief icons. 3 types of icons are there. Chitram, Chitrardham, Chitrabhasam iti Trividam bhavet. 3 types. What is Chitram? It is full shape. It has all the 3 dimensions. But
Some will have two dimensions. It has only two dimensions. It has only one dimension. चित्रा भाषा पेंटिंग वॉल में लिखे तो ऐसी रहता. ऐसा वो three types का बारे में people have given right from T.A. Gopinath Rao. Many people have come down, but the last but not the least, you can take that one. ये रामचंद्र राव एस के प्रतिमा कोशपुर के लिख दिया. बहुत Sri Chakra publications. Please have set up these things so that you can have clear references, sloka references. What does it say? Bhang, Samabhang, Abhang, Adibhang, Vibhang. What are they? Like that, we have mudras. 32 mudras are there. Then 108 Natya Karnas are there in Chidambaram temple. What are those Natya Karnas? Integrating Indian aesthetics and again Natya Shastra is another new dimension added to studying iconography. Next, our Ganapati Sabati, my guru, has written Chetpachenno with headgears, then ayudhas, with mudras and iconography, iconometry. What is iconometry? Iconometry is that the Tyler. No. I will take one more measurement. Tyler. Tyler is iconometry. He knows very well than us. Tyler. He will take each and everything and gets prepared beautiful, which is suitable. Not if I go to some other I am not able to wear it on spot because I have to go to the tailor. No need like that. Na? So such precision studies have come from Ganapati Stapadisi. Ganapati Stapadisi and Sampak Lakshmi. Thanks to Sampak Lakshmi ma'am, 2 days earlier she left the mortal world. Sampak Lakshmi ji. Both have written a book called Vaishnava Iconography. What a wonderful book. Similarly, he has written last book, The Scientific Evidence of Brihadishwara Temple Tanjore by our Guru. He also wrote a book called Sthapatya Veda. Please get that book, Sthapatya Veda. Dhanurveda, Ayurveda, Sthapatya Veda. These are compendiums of knowledge went into Atharvana Veda, which is the 4th Veda, after really historic period. That is what we have equipped with ourselves. Then what you really write would be very nice and receivable by the readership. Next. Yes, again, many people have written on varieties of things. They wanted their own thing. So specializations have come on Devi sculptures, Saiva sculptures. Even some are only on Dwarpalas, etc. You have got Mainini Krishna Kumari has since the beginning. What type of Dwarpalas are there? What are their names, etc. Everything. Population of what we call census of Dwarpalas in India she has brought out. Similarly, S.R. Balasubramaniam, Chitra Madhavan, R. Nagasamy, V. Rajendra Prasad, many people. But I am giving those only, not one scholar from Maharashtra. Kindly pardon me, because Maharashtra, does it come into South India or not, or is it in transition? So that I may be pardoned. Otherwise, I could have given and give some few points on it. Yes, last. A few people are there very recently, they are coming, though they are not archaeologists, they are otherwise engaged in their own professions as engineers and bankers, but their interest got into what we call iconography of Ravana. Very interesting figure because shaking of Ravana, morning Karosa, Keume, shaking of Kailasa was there. That what happens is Shiva and Parvati were very deep in their romantic contemplations. Very deep. This man was there, waiting. My dear Shiva. No, he is in different world with Parvati. He gave two shoutings. No. After that, he was tired. Ravana calling him, but there is no attention from Shiva. Then he said, it is not the way to draw your attention. He started shaking the Kailas. Then all of a sudden Parvati was on his shoulder. What happened to you, my dear Parvati? No, I don't know what happened. He fell on the shoulder of Parvati. What happened to you? Why did you repeat the same thing? You have blamed me. No, I didn't blame you. You are not doing, but something is going on. What is that? Oh, let us be very this thing. Dekhe to kya hota niche Ravan with his 20 arms is shaking Kailas. What a wonderful concept in Ramayana. That concept has been transplanted and made into real dream of whether you go to Kailas, Ellora, wherever you go, that is a different thing. Like that, even at the bottom you have got a very small one that is elaborated like Vishwaroop. ऐसा है. Then if you are informed in all these areas, then the area is yours. You are the king, you are the master, you are everything. Please be in touch with the current trends. Last but not the least, I would refer and inform you that a doctor, he received his MBBS in 1960s, but still he is more popular in Nilanga. Why? He is living in the present because of the medical representatives every evening. They are denied of audience because he doesn't give money. Earlier they used to give him phrases etc. Nobody is giving pharmaceuticals. If you want purchase or not going to होगा. ऐसा क्या होता है? Evening में वो सर you have got a new virus na? For that we have got medicine. You will become so popular. First time we are approaching you. Please take this. Will के example दे देता. He will get immediate like that. We should also be updated our knowledge day by day. But anyhow we are aging. I am 70. In spite of that, there is no wrong in reading an article written by an youngster. That is my appeal to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. I think we will exhaust the slides, one or two, I think. Yes, Meenakshi Madam Angyoga has written that Periya Puranam. Yes, if you go to what happens is that great living solar temples, there is one temple called Dharasuram. In Dharasuram on the line, all the 63 landmarks are there. In Srikalahasti 1639, who are they? We cannot even refer their names. But in Periya Puranam by secular, he is Military General of Nandivarma Palla, he composed a Periya Puranam. That Periya Puranam gives the list of those things and their configuration. What is configuration? Oh, I did not have got a wonderful configuration. I am stunned. I stood similarly looking at the poster for 5 minutes. My wife hit on my head with a stone. Then I came back. That should be our observation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was not